things now to secure the money. But it's the identity and our blackness and our knowledge of ourselves. We can resurrect our fullness. Yeah, it's a long journey coming from thousands of years ago. Our struggle didn't start in the 1500s, you know. We have been into this battle for over 2,000 years. So it's a serious, long fight. You there? Isaac. Yeah, man, you can go through now. Yeah, man.
Give thanks to the man, you know.
Isaac.
Yeah, man. Rasta and Nasta.
Coming out of the Big Apple.
I love it. I tell you, so the apple, a frozen apple, you know.
Frozen, the fruit frozen.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I let her go and vote right now, you know.
All right. We are right, just so which part we don't know, temperature wise, you know.
Yeah. I don't know me there, but you're all time stamping ground, you know.
All right.
Yes, sir. So you want to go on now. I want to ask you a question. I have just to give you a second part out of a point where I ask still. Yes, and a question I'm going to ask you. You said the colonizers them with imposing their religious philosophy in the name of democracy, speaking of freedom and liberation for the people and that rule and the dictatorship regime. So now it's time for them to intervene when it comes to intervention and then invasion. Then start murder the population. Labeling the freedom fighters as insurgent militant from terrorist organization. Now it's occupation. Raping your land, taking out your wealth. Raping your land, taking out all your natural resources, taking out your GOD, your gold, your oil, and your diamond. And take it out in a pile, and that's their style. But the question I'm going to ask you right now, just give me a definition of why them have a mock Rossi.
Why them have a mock Rossi?
Huh?
Why them have a mock
Rossi. Yeah, man, because of democracy. So I ask you, why them have a mock Rossi?
All right, so
your definition, what it means, because I think it's a product of. Give me your definition, because me have.
Well, all right. Now, here we're going on now. I'm going to respond to this on the air. I'm going to respond to this after we connect, after we disconnect. As to what is democracy.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Well, as I put it just now,
so give her your perception.
Yeah, I say it's a product.
Yeah.
Of political and religious ideology.
Okay. Ain't that?
Yes, sir. Just that.
All right, a product of religious and political ideology. Democracy.
Yes, sir.
All right. Are we going to respond to that before the program done?
All right. Give thanks.
Yeah,
I'll
man.
chant at the end a later chant.
Yeah, man. I hear up all those who are in that apple. Just try and hold a warm meditation within thy own self, you know?
Yeah, man.
All
I
right.
hear up the I love in
Yes, I.
the vice chancellor as them, you know?
Not true. What are they? All right.
And yeah, man. Asabor and
Rosma
Great Cunning,
Konelante,
you know?
Isis. One love.
Yes, sir. And everyone in cyberspace and each and everyone in the other line, you know?
All right.
I listen to the eye globally. Rastafari.
Rastafari.
You gotta love each other. Say you gotta live on forever. Yeah. And love one another. Boy, gotta find the right fight in this time. Whoa, boy.
Yeah, so the Virgin Rasnasto coming out of the frozen apple. Well, healing up all the people them who in North America, down in that ice box there, tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Atlanta, California, the Carolinas, all states that are in America, where the African people now are under siege, knowing that there is no justice for black people in that land of the free, white man and brave black man. The political structure, Virgin asked to give an interpretation of democracy, and he was making mention to the mockery that is a part of that racy, of that society, the mockery about race, the race mockery. Yeah, the mockery of the black race within that society. Because it's about power of the people, for the people, and by the people. But you have to understand that when this was being constructed, the Africans were chattel slaves and were never considered people. So the democratic framework did not involve African people as full beings, but as slaves. Because within democracy and capitalism, you have to have slavery. Capitalism is just the evolved language for slavery. And it means you must have a massive labor force that can work cheap. So the democracy thing is really a mockery of the African race, my brethren. It's not about free speech. There is no guarantee of shelter. There is no guarantee of housing. There is no guarantee of employment. None of those things are guaranteed in this democracy. But the white man is guaranteed certain things. He's guaranteed certain protection by the law. And these laws are created by the white man himself. So for the Africans to get respect in America in that democracy, they had to war with dog and soldier until they reached a level where they created what they call civil rights laws. Laws to protect the people who were not even called citizens. Because if they were citizens, they would need no civil rights to protection. They would be protected naturally by the Constitution. So the African people now, the black people in America, better realize that this mockery and this illusion of being equal is a great deception, and it's maintained now by the Christ philosophy that you will be protected by the Son of God, and that in the eyes of the Son of God all men are equal. Well, if all men are equal, everybody Nobody's supposed to run faster than Usain Bolt. All men are not equal. We recognize that. And the supremacy is demonstrated oftentimes in other arenas. It is time for the black man to begin to see himself as a supreme being. Yeah, man, and fear not the concept of black supremacy. It doesn't oppose other racial groups. It just projects your race into a supreme position and keeps you in the front of your thinking. It's not about oppressing other groups. It's about lifting up your own identity. Nothing wrong with black supremacy ideology.
The way that Maradona has been able to do. And he's hurting England again here. This is a brilliant run. It's one of the World Cup great goals.
Set.
They get away first time. Tyson Gay right alongside Usain Bolt, but here he goes, streaking away already. It's Bolt all the way. He's looking round at Gay. Watch the clock. It's goal for Bolt, and again he's done it again. A new world record for Usain Bolt. They say lightning doesn't strike twice. The world belongs to Bolt. Berlin belongs to Bolt. 9.58.
Oh, so rising higher, higher, there's nothing everywhere. The expectation of a nation's like music to the air. Singing a brand new song, marching to a brand new beat. Down the hillside, through the valleys, filling every street. It's time to rise up.
Yes, Metamorphosis and sports. Big ball, football. Again, I must continue to express my congratulations to our national football coach, the German, Winfried Schäfer. Before I even go into Schäfer, which is a little more extensive than what I want to speak about now, I want to speak before now that on the netball issue. Now, netball is one of the sports that is dominated by females. It is considered to be a woman's sport. Now, we were living in a time when we have organizations and philosophies talking about gender equality. The women themselves have been fighting for gender equality, set up themselves in all kind of organizations and fighting to be equal. Everywhere man is, they want to be there. Everything the man can do, they must be able to do, and all is well. So in the area of sports, the women are playing every sport that the man plays. Every sport. Them wrestle, them box, them basket, they do everything except they play one sport that the man is not supposed to play. That is netball. Now that's a very peculiar position for women who are arguing for equality. And it's also strange for men to think that there's a game that they should not play because it's a woman's game. Now, these women now who insist that this is their game. In the Jamaican setup, we have a team called the Sunshine Girls. The Sunshine Girls is our national netball team. And they really are the best netball team in the Caribbean for a number of years. We have a good high school system of netball. Very competitive. Comes through from the primary schools right through to the high school, ISA, run netball competitions. We have club leagues run by the business houses, and these players now channel themselves further now into the national team. The thing that is strange about our Sunshine Girls is that for an island this small, and we're not having any professional players in the netball, our girls have been ranking in the top 4 consistently for a number of years. The highest we have gotten to is number 3. And that says a lot for a small island. So the struggle has been how to get beyond number 3, how to get into the top 2, how to get beyond Australia and New Zealand. Now, these 2 countries are professional sporting countries, not just for netball, all sports. Their economy is driven by sports. Our netball girls now, every time the crisis reach, it's like the football team when the football side going to CONCACAF. Every time the netball girls get up against Australia and New Zealand, they fall down. So a lot of soul searching has been going on amongst the women, trying to find the ways to improve. They've gone out, they got more sponsors. They even went as far as to go into Australia to find a technical director. They brought her here. The results are basically the same. But I'm saying to the women that you're overlooking the fact that the schools and the clubs that provide these players on netball also provide the coaches. And the best coaches in the netball system at both school and club are men. And yet the women insist that the national team must be coached by a woman. Now, this is discrimination. This is reverse sexism by women who are claiming that they want equality. And yet our national program is being stymied by this kind of discrimination. The team will not reach top two and number one because the physicality, the violence, and the masculinity of sport that a professional brings to the sport is not here in Jamaica. And so I am saying it's about time that the women free up the man them and let the best man coach the best women players. Because that's the way it is in the club level. That's what has been bringing success to our local netball. And I don't understand why when it reaches national level, there's this discrimination against man. And nobody cries out. Nobody cries out at this discrimination. But at the same time, we want the girls to be number one in the world. It's a sports, it's a male construction, professional sports. And whether they like it or not, the masculine energy is crucial at the international level of competition. Our girls don't have it. It's time to wake up.
Can't control the spell that's come over me. I see rivers that flows down to the sea. Mountains so high, trees that reach the sky. It's pleasing to see. We walk the proud land, honey. We walk the proud land, spend our money. We'll be as free as the birds, the little birds in the tree. Yes, I know that is the right place to go. Plenty of cows, animals that you don't know. The grass is so high, cattle cannot die. It's nice to raise a family. Cows and animals that you don't know. The grass is so high, cattle cannot die. It's nice to raise a family.
Jamrock can be still a nice place to be if we were to organize ourselves race first. Yes, and then the resources will be distributed in a different way, and people would have a different sense of pride and ownership, especially if they have a piece of the rock here. Much of the rock is being sold to foreigners, and much of the natives are encouraged to leave, to migrate. But to say the land is the basis of power, and somehow we have to hold this, and somehow when we're out there we have to come here and hold this, and hold the balance again, you know. We're still into the football now, and I say the German coach has earned his full respect. Schaefer rules now. And it has come to enough battering and bruising in the European tour, the pre-tournament. But the brand has brought it together, and he has disconnected himself now from failure. And all the previous coaches who were sitting on the sideline thinking that Schaefer would die and they would rush like scavengers, they would now have to back off. All the Brazilian experts have to hold them corners because the German now is supreme. The German has also used a lot of psychology to pull together a MLS unit, professional base unit, and was skillful enough to inject 2 local players and 2 English-based players. Nicely flavored mix and get the result. Now this result has pushed the Reggae Boys into a tournament against top-class South American teams, Uruguay, Paraguay, and Argentina. And irrespective, or no matter where the results are from those 3 games, understanding how the coach is projecting his team, these 3 matches should put the Reggae Boys in a proper position now to challenge, I am saying, for a top 4 position in the Gold Cup. Yeah, I'm looking for that now, based upon the movement of the team and the philosophy that seems to be behind the coach. To use local players, to use the base of the MLS who are Jamaican bred players, get a Jamaican team literally out there with spirit and patriotism and fight and proper organization and discipline. We're looking for a top 4 in the Gold Cup. But these first 3 games against Argentina, Paraguay, and Uruguay should really be an eye-opener and a revelation for our players, and perhaps the Reggae Boys will do well in time to come. It does not change the fact that there is no infrastructure and there is no superstructure for our football. It's just a national team, 1 squad that is progressing. Under 20 teams seem to have collapsed in the CAC games. The under 17 struggled against Haiti in the final and lost. So the national football really not going anywhere as much as the Reggae Boys are improving. At the schoolboy level now, the mighty JC got stopped in their tracks, trying to capture 4 titles. Look like the Georges, man, them had a good long rest, and were able to watch carefully what the JC was about, and eventually dismantle them, well, pull them apart, and were able to win the Walker Cup. What it really means too is that the Dakasa Cup winner, which will be defined tomorrow between Clarendon College and Stets, they will play JC for the Olivia Shield. And it's quite possible that JC may not just win any more trophies. Maybe everybody has watched them well enough now, and they maybe just have had all that they have had. But it has been an outstanding schoolboy season. It's unfortunate that the schoolboy season cannot be projected into clubs. Maybe these schools should have clubs that their graduates can continue playing, representing them school at the club level. Maybe that could be another way forward. But the talent is definitely here at the under 17 level, at soccer, athletics, netball. It is all here. The gap is between amateur and professional. Difficult one to heal. But me thinks that rather than try to move from amateur to professional, we should try to establish a proper semi-professional league first. Proper semi-pro. And then the next step would be professional.
No matter what I do, yeah, I'm still on with you. Oh, 10 to 1, 10 to 1. Oh, there's no difference in what they say. My heart's for the same old way. I just can't win your loveliness like this. My heart until you made for being what I am. I just can't help myself. I just can't help myself. Your love is all I praise. That's why strangely I play. Knowing you, but I never share your love. I love lost, and it said never be gone.
Yeah, and of course we're discussing in the studio here with Cassidy, and we're looking at the football thing, and we're coming up with an idea. Perhaps GC should have played at Waterhouse, and George's play at Harbour View, and Charlie Smith play at Montego Bay United. So we can see where the football really there. Yeah, I think it would be interesting. Those who have the power to materialize these things, we are generating the thoughts. Yeah, man, the top schoolboy team versus the top club side. Make us see if there's any real gap. And maybe this is the schoolboy side going to mash up them side and they realize everything is really in reverse. Yeah, Metamorphosis. Searching it out.
It is not good to travel today, neither across the ocean. Deserts are dry, water thirsty you. Too good to travel today, neither to cross the ocean. Deserts are dry, water thirsty you. Kill you, kill you, kill you. Kill you, kill you. When it wet, it slippery. When it damp, it cramp your belly. Don't want to see you on the ground.
Yeah, metamorphosis, by the time just a go away so. Wait a go. It's not going away no. It's there, but it a go away. The paradox that we live in. You know, I want to raise a thing bring a thing to the consciousness of my listeners, and I want to them help I think it out, and in the next program, give me a link and tell me what you think. You know, this whole notion of childbirth and the concept of time. And Christians' religion lock us into the idea of 6 days of creation, which is 24 hours make one day, and kind of limit our meditation within the framework of hours and seconds. Now, you see the child now, when the African male and female connect, and the sperm and the egg form this unity, this union. The Europeans tell us that it takes 9 months, let us say average maximum, for the fetus to emerge. And in those 9 months, we are told that the child is growing. Now, I want to put a little perspective to this now, and I have to do it kind of quickly. I am saying that the concept of time in the outer world here as we know it is not the same as time in the womb. The time that we know here, we measure it by the rotation of the sun, the revolution of the sun, how much time the earth go round. But there's no earth and sun inside the womb. And so the vibrations are moving at a different rate than what we are experiencing in this dense world. And if you overstand embryology and realize that the fetus travels through many of the life forms that we see in nature, like the fish, the tadpole, the horse, those times that it takes to get from those forms of life could not be within the same framework at the time we know out here. In other words, now, we're messing to the eye them now. It is quite possible that the time within the womb is not defined by 24 hours equal 1 day, but it could be defined by eons. It could be 100 years. It could be 1,000 years in that evolution from the fish to the horse before it reaches what we call man. So I'm saying maybe when I and I come out, we're not really 9 months. Maybe we're 9,000 years. Maybe we're much more ancient because of our experience of evolution through the fetus. It's just a projection that we are ancient African beings.
My complexion is better than ever. Me nah go bleach it out, so it's better you sit better than ever. Brown skin, I know for everybody so bleaching. You fit up it from you do that to your skin. That means say you no love yourself.
Hail to the sons and daughters of Jah, Rastafari. Hail to the one who got the faith in it, Selassie, I and I. Listen to me, I said I really got the feeling. I got the Rasta feeling. I really got the spirit. I got the Rasta spirit. I got the Rasta feeling.
So I want to hear about my families and friends who are listening, and the people in Linstead. Hail up D, who is locked into the Metamorphosis. Hail up all the people down in St. Mary, who is into Size FM. I want to bring more party up here. So if you party, you have a birthday and want to celebrate, I like what happened. We have some people from St. Mary, Miss Brown, right here in Size FM. Hail up to the people in St. Thomas, people in Port Antonio, Portland, Kingston and St. Andrew. Yeah, all of the people now who have made Metamorphosis part of them movement, transition from slaves to captains of their own fate and directors of their own destiny. Yeah, give thanks every time.
Yes, wow. Still I see I give me the remedy, the fire figure burn. After the tables turn, give me the remedy, the fire figure blaze. Burn Babylon dirty way. Hey, shot. Eternal fire, dirty Babylon, you are gonna get bruised. Me, I want them fire.
Here the pause of people in Spanish Town. People in the hills and the valleys of this land of discrimination. Land of pirates and ginners. Enough water lock off the water ported them to even tell where is when. Days, no agua. Governance, don't respect I and I. Perhaps because I and I don't respect myself as 96% African people. Maybe it's that.
I stand strong in a Babylon. I stand strong in a Babylon. I didn't do no wrong. I didn't do no wrong. I didn't do no wrong. I didn't do no wrong.
The Queen and family in Linstead locked into the Metamorphosis. Facebook persons: Christina, Shaw, Taliva, Allen. Boy, the list goes on and on. Metamorphosis, transformation from within, elevating and extricating that black force. Give thanks for the opportunity provided by Styles FM to reach out to all of these distressed African people who the verdict is theirs. It's not ours. But I and I must reopen the case of our blackness. Yeah, we have to open up the case and embrace it and forget about this American unification and integration. It's about black liberation, economically, psychologically, and spiritually. We need our divinities to be black. Yes, we don't want no more divinities that look like Zimmerman or Darren Wilson. Rastafari live eternally. Peace unto the eye and I until that time.